The exciting Rob Newton struck his second 100 of the LV County Championship season as Northamptonshire's batsmen frustrated the second division front-runners Derbyshire on the first day of their match at Wantage Road. Andrew Hall won the toss and decided that Northants would bat first. They were missing the informed Stephen Peters, and his late replacement Kyle Kurtzer was bowled by the 9th ball he faced after choosing to shoulder arms. It was initially tough going for Northamptonshire, who began this game knowing that nothing other than 3 wins from their last 3 games, and with other results helping them out, would be good enough to avenge the moment that they just missed out on promotion last season. Niall O'Brien and David Sales steadily got their side moving in the right direction here. The home side did help out their opposition though, Sales becoming the second batsman to go after playing no shot, David Wainwright the bowler on this occasion. Both Wainwright and Wes Durston were into the attack early on this dry pitch. Durston didn't use it for this ball, which Alex Wakely thumped for 6. However, the morning session had just about belonged to Derbyshire when O'Brien edged Wainwright to Durston to depart for 41 at 93 for 3. Wakely and Newton were able to see out the remainder of the morning, meaning that there was little to choose between the teams as they sat down for lunch and prepared for a session that Newton would dominate. Before he did, Wakely mishit a flick off John Clare and was caught by Matt Lineker after contributing 37 to a total of 147 for 4. That brought Hall in to join Newton. Hall for the most part bedded in, while Newton, a very exciting prospect for the county given his recent form, began to lighten up proceedings. A whip off his legs took him to another half-century, his 4th of the summer and his 2nd in successive innings. This had been one of his more patient ones, coming from 87 deliveries, 7 of which he'd struck to the boundary. With his eye in, he was never going to miss out on a rank full toss from Wainwright. He hit it for 6 as he started to move through the numbers. The 22-year-old has developed nicely in what has really become his breakthrough season in Northampton. He was helped a little here as the visiting attack didn't always get it just right. Ross Whiteley, belatedly brought into the attack, did. He found the edge of Hall's bat to see him out for a 15, which had taken him an hour and a half to reach. Hall was out at 206 for 5 shortly after tea, but the second division leaders, who started this game in hand for them, 21 points clear of third place Yorkshire, one of 3 teams now trying to catch them, were unable to press on now, with James Middlebrook proving to be a thorn in their side with Newton. Just when Derbyshire thought that the door had been opened to them, this pair soon had it shut again. Newton really was exceptional. He didn't go hell for leather throughout his innings, but waited for the balls to hit, and when he clipped through mid-wicket off Tim Grunewald, he brought up just the 4th ton of his first-class career in what was only his 41st innings. This one had been slow given the way he's been smashing the ball of late. He needed 165 balls with 10 fours and a 6. Although it certainly can't be used as a criticism, Newton has shown in his short career that once he reaches 3 figures, he is normally soon out. His 3 previous hundreds had ended by the time he got to 117. The second new ball did for him here when he'd made 115, a glove pull off Tony Palladino ending his innings, and a partnership of 71 with Middlebrook, which had threatened to put Northamptonshire in control. As it was, they still just about held the upper hand to the close as Middlebrook was joined by David Murphy. Northants were setting their stall out for a big first innings total, knowing too that every point that they can grab from here could still make a difference. They picked up a 3rd batting bonus point by taking the total past 300. Murphy spent much of his time blocking, but did break out by pulling Clare for a maximum before the close. And in the last over of the day, Middlebrook, a player who so often goes under the radar, made it to at least a 50 for the 6th time this summer. It had come off 76 deliveries and had perhaps just given his side the edge. He didn't face another ball before stumps were drawn, with Northamptonshire on a solid 311 for 6. Derbyshire will not want them to stay batting for much longer on day 2.